We've been given the right to do many more things to you than ever before. Your fellow citizens want us to have the right. They want us to make it impossible for you to misbehave. What's wrong with that?
The main theme of Lonesome Hollow is when we legislate out of fear, we sacrifice hope. That's the overall message in Lonesome Hollow.
But here they also dream of children. Helpless, loyal, loving, trusting.
The story itself about Lonesome Hollow, about sexual predators or pedophiles being locked up in a place, raises the question of how far are we willing to go in trying to stay safe or protected, which I think is really relevant now, especially with all the discussion about gun control.
Hunting season.
I think the play is about fear. And so we choosing to create the world, we let our fear create it.
I believe Blessing is attacking the slippery slope argument on a number of topics, from the privatization of government,
privatization of prison systems,
the precariousness of civil liberties, and the loss of fundamental rights that we all take for granted.
Deal with art censorship.
Questions such as, what is art? What is pornography? What's the line between the two, and who decides what that line is?
But for me, especially playing the character of Nye, I think the play is about how far is too far in regards to how we treat prisoners.
So what's it for, you little homosexual bastard? Give me the pitch. Make me want it. Make me want it in my community.
Idle Muse's mission focuses on the individual's relationship to the larger world. That is very evident here in Lonesome Hollow.
But part of what it questions is, what do we value more in institutions like prisons? Do we want them solely for the purpose of punishment, or do we want them to actually rehabilitate human beings? Is there a balance that we can strike within that, and where does that line lie?
You're not allowed to do that.
Of course we can. We do it every day.
Cruel and unusual.
Boy, it's nothing we can't reverse. More than we can say than what you did. Besides, technology marches on. Our methods of control.
Punishment.
Think of it like you're incarcerated. You walk around this town, but you can only walk so far.
Also, you'll see there's a blurring of the lines between who's good and who's bad. And in order to try to be the good person you think you are, do you end up doing bad things?
It presents criminals in a light that's not exactly negative.
You're not going to condone their actions, but you may end up liking them despite their actions. And the characters that you've been rooting for at the beginning just might betray you. So, welcome to Lonesome Hollow.
Still playing around with this thing? How old are you?
Grown man. Nobody's perfect.
Nye is a convicted child molester.
But it turns out that he's the funniest guy in the play.
You know, if you don't like me, you don't have to talk to me. I like talking to people I don't like. It broadens me.
He reveals the dark side of the prison camp because he's got nothing to lose.
Promoting a healthy environment.
You ain't promoting nothing, or you're a rat that spies on us for the company. You're all a bunch of rats that get your jollies by nibbling our damn nuts off.
As an actor, you have to resist the urge to pass any judgment on your character, no matter how terrible his acts may have seemed to be.
What did you tell Glover? What did you tell him?
Nothing.
Nothing? Then how does he know, huh? How does he fucking know?
Hell, it's fucking obvious.
I think the challenge with Mills is that she's not really a good guy or a bad guy. She's kind of the question mark.
Here, have a cigarette. No restriction. Have a cigarette and shut the fuck up!
Audiences usually like to either love or hate a character, but I can't see that happening with Mills, so it's kind of finding out that where she fits into the neutral space of not being loved or hated because of what she ends up doing to the main character.
Follow me. Follow me right now or you will be him!
While every cell of your being holds the memory of the chase and the shriek and the tumble and your claws tearing into the shivering underbelly of a living being that you're turning into warm, bloody, nourishing meat. Then, for example, what do you think about that?
It's like Glover in the show. Glover is a bit of a control freak.
You know what happens if they catch you in the act. You lose a hand.
He wants things to be done a certain way and makes sure that they are done that way.
I just noticed, because I was wondering if your brother ever took new photos of you.
No, he didn't.
Oh, sorry.
But I wanted him to. He shot pictures of all of my friends, but I guess it made him a little nervous. Some of the challenges of playing the character are getting into the mindset of a mother who could potentially lose everything, her children, her brother. She's already lost her father. She's lost her mother. She's got a lot to lose, and it's a very high stakes situation.
Is your sister coming back yet?
I liked her.
Part of the challenge of playing Tuck is that he is this character of contrast. He is on one side this incredibly creative human being. He's a photographer. He is creating this labyrinth that inhabits the world of Lonesome Hollow that we get to play on.
A labyrinth. What's funny?
A labyrinth. Tucky Boy is making himself a labyrinth. Who's it for?
Everybody.
Everybody. Oh, simple-minded Tuck. We shall flood to Tuck's labyrinth, shall we not?
He is, on the other side, this incredibly self-destructive human being who makes terrible personal choices and continues to make terrible personal choices.
We transcend our physical mind and journey to the source of all creation. We find balance within ourselves.
All that from a fucking maze.
I think that Tuck is a good person, or at least Tuck believes he is a good person.
You want him to do it over
He
again?
ain't gonna do it again. He's the kind that gets better. Hell, compared to me, Tuck is Jesus fucking Christ.
As to whether or not Tuck belongs in Lonesome Hollow, I've already made up my own mind. I guess you'll have to come see the show if you want to find out and make up your mind about it.
Only one choice with the labyrinth, Tuck. Whether to enter it or not.